So today we are going to talk about web application security testing using Equinetics WVS. So starting. So anyone have any idea what is security testing? Any QS? Any idea? Brief definition. Okay, security testing is briefly defined by security testing is testing technique to determine if an information system protects data and maintains functionality as intended. The system will defend itself against the attacks from the outside hackers, mainly hackers or the outside people, which are not intended to be exposed. It also aimed at verifying 6 basic principles as listed below. Confidentiality, like all the customer details, user details, and the system details should not be accessed by another users. In the banking systems, credit card numbers, user PIN numbers, those should be secured. And the integrity and the authentication, only the permissions. One user should be able to access the system using only his credentials, like that. And the authorizations, availability, and non-repudiation. So moving on to next one, security testing techniques will be there. So the main, most popular and the basic security testing techniques is injection. Like SQL injection is the most common application layer attack technique used by mostly hackers. Web applications will be attacked by hackers commonly using basic SQL injections in which malicious SQL statements are inserted into the entry fields for execution. Like we all know, lot of attacks attacks happen to the websites. Most of the time hackers will attack the websites using SQL injection, and they will be collecting credit card details. Most of the time hackers used to do that. That's the most famous and common attack against the websites. The next one is cross-site scripting. Cross-site scripting is a security breach that takes advantage of dynamically generated web pages using cross-site scripting attacks. Those attackers can use scripts like JavaScript to steal user cookies and information stored in the cookies. The next one is insecure direct object reference. When a web application is exposed an internal implementation of object to the user which are not should be happen, an attacker can modify that internal implementation object in an attempt to abuse the access control on the object. The next one is sensitive data information that can be used or manipulated for nefarious purposes of great effect, such as credit card numbers, tax IDs, and very sensitive information can be revealed. The next one is the access control. It should make sure that only the right people use your tools. A typical example of this vulnerability is when a user notices URL parameter and manually changes to the access unlimited information. We all know that URL manipulation, like I can use in login as a normal user, and if I have the URL manipulation for admin, so I will be logging in as a normal user and I will do the URL manipulation, like copy admin's URL, so I will be able to access the admin rights. The next one is cross-site request forgery. It's an attack that forces an end user to execute unwanted action on a web application in which they are currently authenticated. Vulnerabilities in the third-party libraries and software are extremely common and could be used to compromise the security system using the software. When we are using integrated application or some other framework, the people will be knowing that that particular software, third-party software will be prone to this kind of attacks. It will be having some bugs or something. So hackers can use that particular method to access the main software and breach the network. And the last one is invalidated redirects and forwards are possible when a web application accepts untrusted input that could cause the web application to redirect the request to a URL contained within untrusted input. So today the main topic is how we are going to use tools to prevent these security breaches and test our websites. So these are the popular application security scanners. Commercials one. Today I will be focusing on Acunetics, WBS by Acunetics, and AppScan by IBM, Burp Suite Professional by Portsulga, Hailstorm by Scenic, and Instock by Instocker. These are commercial tools, and there are some other open source tools as well, like Archani by Darkos Lagos, Rebel by Gramian Gaucher, Rendell Scan, Paros, PowerFuser. This open source tool will be having limited features, but this commercials one will be including many other features which will be very useful when we are doing the testings. So let's talk about our main feature, main component. What is Acunetics Web Vulnerability Scanner? Acunetics WV is an automated web application security testing founded to combat rise in attack at the application layer. This is the product by Acunetics Private Limited. They will have a desktop application and online application. I will be demoing both of those. And Acunetics will audit the website security by launching serious attacks against the site. There are list of methods and attacks which are identified by the professionals, how the hackers can attack a site, what are the ways they can be done. So they created the test scripts and like those attacks, and they will launch it against our site. So then they will test how the site will react to and respond to those attacks, and they will give a full report about them. It consists the reports of any vulnerabilities it found and will even offer suggestion how to fix it. This is the main feature. Unlike the most web scanners, Acunetics will provide full in-detail report and how they attack our system, what is the result, and why this is happening, and how this will affect a website, and also they will give some brief idea how we should fix this, and also they are giving some reference links so we can do our research and improve our system. And Acunetics is a black box scanner, and therefore as long as site is accessible over HTTP or HTTPS, it can be scanned, whether it's a PHP, Java, or .NET. It won't be a problem. It will access and do the work. And this Acunetics is a very famous one. These are their most famous clients: HSBC, NASA, Sony, American Express, AVG, US Air Force. Actually, this Acunetics Web Vulnerability Scan is a bit pricey product, but it is very famous. That's why I chose this one. So let's move on to the demo session. First, I will be demoing the desktop version. This is the main desktop version. Here you can see the first user view. This is a trial version, so there are some limitations, but I will try to overcome those drawbacks by I did some research and found some screenshot and how the whole procedure is done. So I will be showing those afterwards. Here first we will go to do a scan. Then here this in trial version they are providing 5 sites to do our testing, like a demo how it's happened. So here they are giving 4 steps, like HTML5, test PHP, ASP, and ASP.net. So I will be using ASP.net. Here we are giving that one. When we purchase the product, here we can give our intended site URL. Then go to next.
We can type URL there.
We can type it, but it won't accept it. It's a trial version. In the online version we can do that, I'm sure. So when we next, here they are providing different type of scanning profiles, like if you want to test our website against a specific attack or a specifically categorized testing, like blind SQL injection, SRF, direct and file checks, empty file upload, like that. Here I'm going to use the default, which it will include all those types of testing as a default. Here in the actual product, the next step is how to use the login. Here I am not going to use those steps because we are using their default website, so no need of the login sequence, but I will describe how to use when we are using actual product using the slides, which will be very useful here. So we can use when we are login to system to test forward, we have to log into the system like any other automation tool. So we can record our login and use it as the we can input it there, and we can save it later, because if we are using it again and again, so we can use that same login records. Here okay, this is the Acumenetics online version. Here we have to register as a company and do some security measures as well. Here this is the dashboard. I have already run the test on our Buttonwood staging environment. Here's the result, because this also will take some time because it's a trial version. Our request will be queued and processed when other servers and their resources are available. First, when we have the license and access, here we can add our scan target. Here just we can do whatever our intended scan name. We can give some description in order to identify. Here we can give our intended URL for the site. Then it will ask us to do this verification, because it will ask whether it want to certify that we are having the access and permissions to our services, our server, because otherwise anyone will launch an attack and found what are their loose points and vulnerabilities, and they can attack that website. So we have to download this verification file and upload it to the root file of the website. So I with the Raveen's help, I have already done it to our Buttonwood staging server. So after that, these two steps are not required because it's a trial version. Then we can do the scan. Here is the verified one. After we verified the put the verification file in the root folder, it will be verified like that when we run the scan. So After doing all the steps, we can launch the scan. Like here we can see that our test demo site is added to the scan targets, but we can't scan now because we didn't uploaded the root verification file into the root folder, but we have already done it to our buttonwood staging one. So after that we can, here I can select different, like same as the desktop application, there are some options but we can use to customize the web scan. I will go with the full scan, then I have to accept it when I launch it. Like I told before, it will be queued, and whenever the resources are available, the testing will be start. So here is the previously already run test scan, and here are the details which it founded in our buttonwood staging server. Again, there are some drawback because we can't see, because it's a trial version, but in the desktop version we can see the detail in detail. Now I will show you. Okay, this is the test result of the their default provided test websites test result. They have added intentionally to show us how these, what are the different vulnerabilities, like that. Here this site contains 9 vulnerabilities in blind SQL injections. When we select this one, here's the report of that exact vulnerability. Here is the description. This script is possibly vulnerable to the SQL injection attacks. Here is the definition, and this is the attack, which the particular attack which they launched against that particular site, and here are the details, and here is the impact of that attack, how it will affect the site, and what will happen to the site. And here the interesting part, they will suggest how to fix that particular vulnerability, and also they will reference, they will give reference how to us to do a research, and what is the reason for these vulnerabilities, how we can prevent that. That's the most important feature of this one. So if we again move to that our previously one, it's still in the queue. So I will move on to show you those features which we are not able to see because of we are in trial version. Here is the how the one I did here. When you guys are watching, it's still in progress. It will take something around 20 minutes. Yeah, it will go through all the pages which are not blocked. Like if you have to do again some authentication or like that, it won't go through that. Again, if we have something like that, we can again do that, like a login recorder. We can do those record those authentications and in combine those, so it will use those and move forward. Otherwise, if there are any blockage, it won't go further than that. This is their default site, so there won't be any blockages in that. So it will go through all the pages in that particular website and find all the vulnerabilities in there. So here this is how to scan the protected password protected areas of the website, which I skip in my demo because it's trial version. Here you can use login sequence pre-recorded one, because as I told the first time we can use here manually we can enter the username and record that one. After that, when we are using, let's say we want to test our website again against after fixes, so we have to run the test scan again. In that we don't have to do again record all our login sessions. We can use already recorded and saved one here. This is how it will be recorded. Here, like same as the Miley e-recorder, we can use when we type all the username, credit number, email, and all the inputs, it will record all these, and after that we can simply go. You can also using the play button. We can check whether it's correctly recorded or working fine. And the next one, they have one other feature like restricted actions. Record restrict, like we are using after login. If this is automated one, what happens if it just click the logout button, then the whole scan will be failed. So those obstacles we can record, like using this one we can record the logout option, and we can restrict that action, so that when the scan is done, it won't use the it won't go through those areas, and it will be restricted. And
When the scan is running, is it clicking buttons as
yeah,
is it just the URLs or?
no, it will go through all the like if we have some next button, previous buttons, it will go through all that also, because we have to restrict any actions which will be stop or block the flow of the scan.
So if there are forms which like take the random data to fill out the form contents.
It can be
Required
so if
fields.
we have a form like create application to give application name or
yeah, actually that one they can in this tool we can integrated third-party applications like Fiddler or Selenium. So those automation scripts can be integrated into this one. That option is also there. That so third-party applications plugin can be used here. So I didn't go through that much. I think so we can use those application scripts to fill out the test inputs and continue with the flow. And after we restricted our actions, here we have to do a session pattern detector, because the system scanner need to understand when it's logged in and when it is logged out. The login sequence recorder needs what is known as a session pattern. The session pattern is nothing more than something unique between logged in and logged out state of a web application. The login sequence recorder will detect this pattern automatically for you. Like after the record login in, we can click like home button or some validated action except the logout. So it will identify what is the session pattern. So after that we can save this login pattern, and we can use it later also when we are doing the rescanning our website. And this part is the Acunetics will provide very in detail reports for the after the scan is done, and we can heavily customize the reports. This is developer report is the most sophisticated and the in detailed report. This will contain all the attributes which I showed earlier, the description, what the attack is launched against the site, what is the impact of the attack and how to resolve it, and all the reference link and stuff. Like this there are lot of customization options are available. And this is the summary page. After the scan, it will show what all the details in detail, and show what are the how many high vulnerabilities are identified, medium, low, and informational. And this is the alert summary and alert details, which are the vulnerabilities that scanner found, and details of those vulnerabilities. So that's it. Any questions? Actually, this will only have recording component for that login screen, like those as Hetu was filling those text field, and those kind of are not available in this one. That's why I think they are allowed use other third-party softwares. I can't show this because they are very restricted about the trial versions and very.
Is that why you have screenshots?
Yeah, this is from a tutorial which I found in the net. That guy has a whole licensed version, and he put up those screenshots, because those screenshots are not accessible using these trial versions. No, not load testing or the performance testing, only security testing.